Hello everyone, I am Dr. Sudhansh Sharma from School of Computer and Information Sciences, Indira Gandhi National Open University. And today we are going to discuss something about role of responsible use of AI. And the topic is responsible use of AI coding assistants, ethics, pitfalls, career implications, academic and professional perspective. Actually, nowadays everybody is using artificial intelligence, but there is some thing which is called responsible AI. We are using some content, artificial intelligence at its full power, but there is a need of ethics. Otherwise, we need to understand that there are pitfalls and how to get away from those pitfalls. And there are some of the career advice related to the ethical usage of AI coding assistants. So far as the background of this session is concerned, we need to understand that the government of India has approved IndiaAI mission on 7th March 2024, and this mission is actually to bolster India's global leadership in AI and foster technological self-reliance and democratize the benefits of AI across all stratas of the society. So IndiaAI is hosting the AI Impact Summit 2026 in New Delhi on February 19 and February 20 as a global platform to accelerate the nation's vision of a inclusive, responsible, human-centric AI future. And the core theme of this summit is impact, focusing on translating the global AI commitments. So today's Gyan Darshan session is a part of pre-AI Impact Summit activity. And now let's move to the discussion on the topic responsible use of AI coding assistants, ethics, pitfalls, career implications, and academic and professional perspective. Now this session will be comprised of 3 minutes, and there will be we are going to discuss about the ethical foundation of AI usage. Apart from this, we are also going to discuss something about the common pitfalls and the risk of if we are not using AI in a responsible manner. And we are also going to discuss about the career implications and the best practices that are required to be followed. So what do we mean by ethics? And firstly, we need to understand that the ethical practices are the practices which are to be followed right from the beginning. If something has gone wrong and we are saying that we did this thing by using AI, this thing by using the AI, and we are not following the ethics. So at the later stage of time, we will find that the total execution, the practice which we had executed is totally unethical. So we need to firstly understand what is ethics. So nowadays, n number of coding assistants are available, be it Claude, be it ChatGPT, be it Gemini, be it n number of coding assistants are available. Day in and day out, the students are doing assignments, teachers are creating exercises, industry professionals are generating codes, they are reusing it and doing it in a fraction of time. And what do you think, is it ethical? And in this session, we are going to discuss what is ethical, what is not ethical. And apart from this, we are going to understand what are the best practices. So as already discussed with you, that we are having n number of coding assistants available nowadays. GitHub is providing Copilot, Tab9 is there, Cursor is there, Google Gemini is also there, JetBrains there, Ada and CodeGPT. But there are two modes of working with the coding assistants, and one is the chat style or the multi-purpose coding AI, wherein the ChatGPT from OpenAI is being frequently used, and one of my favorite is Cloud Code, which is web-based and CLI-based, that is command line interface based, and it is a wonderful tool to generate the codes. But apart from this, so far as the GUI-based tools, Replit AI and Microsoft IntelliCode are also very famous. And from the DeepSeek, we are having Deep AI Chat, which is frequently used as a AI coding assistant. So nowadays, students and teachers and industry professionals are frequently using AI coding assistants. They are generating the codes through that. But if a student generate a code, or if an industry professional create a code and blindly, without testing that code, that whether it is following the licensing authorities guidelines or the legal perspective, or whether there are some bugs or not. If they are not checked, if they are not tested, and blindly the code is being used, then there might be a security threat. So it is the responsibility of the user that to understand the code, and this is the first ethic. Now, if I give you an example, say from the research community, if I give a prompt to ChatGPT that write a research paper in IEEE format on this topic, and with these sections and equations and all those things, and looking into the prompt, the paper will be generated. Then if the person suddenly submit the paper into any research journal, then before that the plagiarism check is to be performed. And in the plagiarism check, there are two parameters. One is the similarity score, other is the AI score. And one need to understand that the higher level of the AI score reflects that your contribution to the paper is on the lesser side, and this is quite a negative aspect. So what is your responsibility before submitting the paper? Now, before submitting the paper, okay, you took the help of AI. That's not a problem, but the problem is that you had not verified whether the content written by the ChatGPT or any other GPT model is correct or not. It is your responsibility to verify that the papers which are available into the references are existing or not, whether the content which is being reflected in the paper with reference to the paper given the references is correct or not. So it is your responsibility. So we need to understand what is responsible AI. If I simply ask you a question that what is 3 into 1 by 3, then the human beings will definitely answer that it will be 1. But if we apply the algorithm of BODMAS rule, that is bracket open, divide, multiply, add and subtract, then firstly we need to divide, then 1 by 3 will be 0.3333 and multiplying it by 3 will be 0.9999. So that means the humans are going to work in a different way and machines are going to work in a different way, and machines are made to work in accordance with the human being. So it is the responsibility of the human being to monitor that whether the machines are working appropriately or not. So nowadays people are thinking that whether AI will take away our jobs or not. No. When computers were there in 1990s, when computers came, it was same situation, and people were thinking that computers will take our job. No, they had created different class of job, and now AI is coming, and we are supposed to learn AI and work and get along with AI, and those professionals who are equipped with the talent of AI will get their job secured. So we need to understand how to work ethically with this. So ethics means accountability, transparency and integrity. So accountability leads to that you own the final code, and how you claim that you own the final code, that means if you are able to explain the code generated by the artificial intelligence. So AI code generators have generated the code, but you are able to fix the bugs, you are able to analyze the code, you are able to modify, alter the code or customize the code as per your requirements or as per the licensing framework or the architecture, then you are fairly using the artificial intelligence AI code generator in a responsible manner. Apart from this, one should not hesitate in mentioning that this code is being generated by the use of AI, and wherever your intervention is there, you can put in the form of comments in the code. So transparency needs to be maintained. If say you generated some image, if you say generated some algorithm, if say generated you some figure, then you should clearly describe that this code, this image is being generated by using this prompt by using this AI code generator, and this is to be emphasized. Apart from this, you are supposed to use AI for the purpose of establishing the integrity. That means you should use AI for the purpose of learning, to enhance your creativity, to enhance your learning aspects, so that the things get executed in a faster manner and a reliable manner. So in order to ethically use the AI, there are some do's and don'ts, and they are listed over here, that we should use AI as a learning aid to understand the concept, and we should not directly replace the code or the content which is being generated by the AI without thinking, without analyzing that whether the content generated, equations produced, or the code generated is correct or not. So it is the responsibility of the human being to review and test the AI generated code, and not to blindly copy paste the code or the whatever logic is being generated. Apart from this, it is the responsibility of the human being that the code generated is as per the coding standards or the best practices followed by any organization, and accordingly it is advised that one should not share the confidential data or the credentials over the in an artificial mode, say ChatGPT or Gemini or Claude or whatever. You should not share your confidential or credentials. Apart from this, whenever you are using artificial intelligence as a tool, as a coding assistant, you should strictly adhere to the licensing parts for the generated code snippets, and you should also support, if you are engineering the code, if you are incorporating your contribution, that you are modifying the code, then wherever you had incorporated your contribution, then that contribution should be acknowledged by the help of the comments and the documentation that in this line of code my contribution is there. So that means you are working in synchronization with the artificial intelligence code generator. So so as to maintain the transparency, again the disclosure is also advised, wherein you are supposed to clearly mention, giving a disclaimer that this part of the code is being generated by using this tool, by using this prompt on this date and this time, and this is by AI generated, and through the comments you are supposed to claim that this part of coding section or creativity is being contributed by the person particular. So we need to use AI to explore for the better alternatives. So many a times the prompts are there that you are an expert in artificial intelligence. Can you suggest me that for binary classification, which of the algorithms are better? So they may give a decision tree and random forest and many different type of algorithms will be suggested to you. Then you may go for the comparative analysis, and then among them, based on the requirement, you can choose the algorithm for your problem. So that means you are using artificial intelligence as a supportive device. So these are some of the do's and don'ts over here. But if you use artificial intelligence in a careless manner, then definitely your skills, because your thought process will be degraded. Because blindly you are relying on the artificial intelligence. If you are not having the domain knowledge, and you ask something from the artificial intelligence, and where from the results are being generated by using the AI. The results are being generated whatever the information is available onto the web. And if the many informations are not correct, and by using the incorrect information also, the outcome will be incorrect again. So that is garbage in, garbage out. So if you are not having the domain knowledge, then you can blindly accept that if tools lead to the skill degradation. You will not be able to code if you blindly copy and paste. Apart from this, the security issues are there, intellectual property problems might be there, and the compliance risks are also there if you blindly use the content generated by the artificial intelligence. So it is not always helpful to use artificial intelligence at every point of time. Your domain knowledge, your skills, your understanding is very much required to work along with artificial intelligence as an assistant. So as we had already discussed that there are some do's and don'ts. On the basis of this, we can classify a user on the basis as a good AI user and a bad AI user. And a good AI user uses artificial intelligence coding assistants as the learning tool, and it doesn't use the code or the content generated by AI blindly and relying on the AI content without cross-checking it, without reviewing it. So one as a responsible AI user, as a good AI user, one need to review and test the content generated by artificial coding assistants. And apart from this, if the person is not having the domain knowledge and blindly using it, then it will lead to stagnancy, and there are some of the risks. So this is somehow there are different dimensions. Students, we are from the School of Computer and Information Sciences. We are going into day in and day out that what projects, assignments, and are being solved by the students, whether the students are submitting blindly. So in order to view that whether the student has used AI in a responsible way as a good AI user or a bad AI user, we conduct vivas. So human interaction is always required, because the purpose of education is to make the student or make the user understand whether the person has got the skill to solve the problem, to whether the person understood the problem. It is nothing like that one should cram it. So when we are taking the viva, this is the human interface, wherein by interacting with the student, we got idea that whether the person has directly copied the code or whether has blindly used the content generated by different GPTs, or the person has learned something. Say some optimization principles are to be applied. So we by interaction we understand wherein explanation to every line of code is very much required, and one need to understand the concepts in a deep manner. Apart from this, debugging also people are using AI to debug, but it is advised that one has to use the human intelligence to firstly debug the code, and at the later stage when only small situations are remaining, then one may take the use of artificial intelligence. So one has to stick to the intellectual property rights, ethics, and all those things to be as a good AI user. Now there are some career implications, and career implications are mandatory for all, be it students, be it teachers, be it industry professionals. So so far as AI coding assistants or AI tools are concerned, for the students, the usage of AI coding assistants or usage of AI tools helps them to build the strong fundamentals and improve their placement records, because the companies are coming, if they are taking the viva, and if the student has blindly uses the artificial intelligence into the development of their code, into the development of their assignments, the student will not be able to explain. The student will not be able to explain that what he has done, what is the outcome. If some changes are made, then what could be the possible outcome. So that means a responsible use of AI will definitely improve the level of the placement. Apart from this, if you blindly use it, then obviously the performance of the person will be bad in the interviews and the vivas. So as to have the stability, one has to be ethical, and one has to responsibly use AI. And so far as faculty is concerned, we as a faculty, we are generating question papers, we are generating assignments, we are evaluating the project reports, we are reviewing the research papers. So the AI as if nowadays many faculties are generating video sessions, audio books, and frequently asked questions by using notebook, LM or so. But whether the content generated is correct or not, so this is the responsibility of the teacher. The research paper is being submitted for the review. Whether the references which are available, which have been mentioned in the paper, are correct or not. So which one is the base paper? Apart from this, how the referencing and all those things are done, they are to be checked by the teacher. So we can use artificial intelligence as a supporting device, but our domain knowledge, our subject knowledge, our expertise into the area will definitely make us to supersede with the content generated by artificial intelligence. So, but when we are working, as if nowadays, say the UGC has created some benchmarks that when we are using, similarity index, plagiarism check software, then AI content, AI score is mentioned. So some policies are to be designed that what is the level of AI score which is acceptable for the publication of a research paper, for the publication of the book chapter, or for the publication of a unit or so. Some institutionalized policies are required, and those policies are being framed by the academics or the teachers and the concerned authorities which are being working in those domains, and we can use AI as a tool for that also. Now, so far as industry is concerned, the employers also expect the responsible usage of AI, wherein the users, because industry wants to work at a pace, and they want the smart users, smart employees. So AI can be used by their employees to generate the code in a faster manner. At the same time, the knowledge of their language, say programming language, somebody is working in Java and generated the code in Java, but he is not able to understand what code is being generated by the AI coding assistant, then it is of no use. There might be some bugs, there might be some security issues. They are to be resolved. They can only be resolved if the person has got the domain knowledge, if the person has got the knowledge of that programming. And then only this thing can be done. So, blind dependency into the code and not sticking to the licensing part or will generate to the intellectual property right problems. So ethical use of artificial intelligence in industry is also very much required. So there are some positive career implications and there are also some negative career implications. So far as the positive career implications are there, the AI will lead to the faster development and quick delivery of the products. Apart from this, it also accelerates the learning curves. The employees, the students, the teachers, all are able to learn the concept and the content in a very fast manner. Apart from this, the quality of the code, the bare backbone structure of the code can be generated by the help of the AI coders. But your domain knowledge will definitely enhance the functionality of those codes. So apart from this, on the positive career implications, it helps students to go for the interview preparation in a better manner and boosts the confidence of the learner. But if we rely on to the AI content blindly, then definitely it will lead to the skill dilution, and apart from this, our ability to debug the code will be diluted. We will not be able to understand what the code is being, what for the code is there, and we will not be able to get the things resolved. Apart from this, if we blindly rely on to the content of the generated by AI, this may hamper our performance in our interview and may lead to overconfidence, but overconfidence is not good and it will also deteriorates our image in the organization. So far as the security issues are concerned, one has to be quite smart. We need to be smarter than the code generated by the AI coding assistants. We need to understand that where could be the bugs, and we need to understand and we need to resolve those bugs. So this is all for the negative career implications. So far as the long-term career shifts are concerned, as I had already said that those who learned how to work with artificial intelligence will stay into the field, but those who don't learn or those who don't understand the working of artificial intelligence will not be able to stay into the field. So we need to learn that how to review, how to write the code by using the artificial intelligence tools. Apart from this, we need to understand that what are the ethical practices and how the code may lead to the security threats. Apart from this, the AI literacy and skills in the longer term will definitely able to upgrade the employment status in all the domains. So there are some key points, there are some golden advice to stay career safe in the upcoming area of artificial intelligence. So first thing advice is to use AI to learn and not to replace thinking. Secondly, always be able to explain your code and strengthen the core areas, likewise say data structures and algorithms, debugging, system designing and all those things. And always treat artificial intelligence as a junior assistant and not as a senior engineer. Always understand that AI is going to support you, is going to help you in fasten up your work, but you need to understand that at what speed you want to get your work done, because you need to be safe. So there are some of the discussion issues, and these are some of the questions which generally may be asked, that is using AI in exams ethical? If you think yes, please answer yourself that by using artificial intelligence in, say, your term and examination, will it be ethical or will it not be ethical? And how can faculty fairly assess AI era assignments? So as I already said, in the AI era assignments, we can use the human intervention, likewise conducting vivas and interviews, so that we can understand that whether the user has used it responsibly or not. And should companies restrict to the AI tools? No, I think the companies should not restrict. They should follow, because this speed up. These are the tools which speed up the performance, speed up the execution and the productivity. But they are supposed to be used in a sensible, ethical, and reliable manner. Now, there are some of the key takeaways for this session. That AI, one need to understand that AI is a tool and not a substitute for thinking. And we need to follow the ethics, because ethics protects learnings and careers. Apart from this, responsible AI use defines professionals. A professional is a person who understand that what is his or her responsibility. So responsible AI is the upcoming area where we need to understand that what are the ethics, what are the pitfalls, and what are the career-oriented advices for every person, be it an industry professional or a student or a teacher. So there is one line takeaway, that AI won't replace developers, but developers who use AI responsibly will replace those who don't. Thank you very much.